Hi friends, I'm Kim from Cosmic Studios, and today I'm going to make a different type of needle minder. I am going to just take a strip of felt, 2 magnets, because I do like the 2 magnet style, and I'm going to give it some very bright stitching. And there is a reason for that. It's because I lose my needle minders anyway. I figure at least if I do this one darker, maybe I won't lose it. Let's hope. Anyway, I had a really cute needle minder that I got from Idaho, and I lost it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a single strand of thread, I'm going to tie a knot in the end, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of my piece of felt here. Oops, I'm almost going to knot. Almost going to knot it. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. I don't think it's going to go through, but you know what? You never know. So let's just give it another little... I do this on camera, and of course it's almost always a failure. But we have got almost, not quite. There we go. Kind of shoved it down on that one. Ah, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center point by folding this in half. And I got these pretty well squared up. And then what I want to do is I want to just stitch along the spine here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? Think this through for a second. I stitch along the spine. Do I need 2 pieces? I do need 2 pieces. I need another piece of felt. Something felt off. I'm glad I double checked what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 pieces, I'm going to line them up right here, and I'm going to take it down. Move my stuff out of the way. I'm going to just find the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just giving these a stitch together. And the reason for that is because I want, and I'm only going to use like a single, but I'm going to go between the 2 here. I'm actually going to, yeah, it'll be fine. This is for educational purposes. We're going to leave that right there. So I'm going to go up through here, and I'm going to tuck this in here. It may not stay tucked for now, but it will be tucked. So then I'm going to take this back down here, straight down, and back up right about here. Straight down here, and I'm just going to continue that going all the way across. Why is it so long, you ask? I'm glad you asked. There's many different ways that you can place your needle minder to mind your needle, and I personally like to have 2 magnets first of all, because that's the system that works for me. But also you can either clip one side to the inside of your shirt and have the other side coming back over. I want to go there, I want to go in a little bit. Or you can put it on your project, which I will show you at the end what I'm talking about. This line is not absolutely straight, either that or it looks crooked to me because I'm doing this at an angle. You know how it is when you're trying to do it on a camera and it's just not quite working out the way you want it to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here, and I'm not going to catch both sides of the fabric. I'm only going to catch one side of the fabric. I'm going to come this way Make sure that this doesn't tangle because that can happen sometimes, you know. Pull that down. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to see if I can just kind of weave it a little bit here. Hopefully. I have to pull it out a little more, I think. Okay, so go up, under. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I think it's fine. And I'm going to pull this back through this way. And the reason for that is so that I can hide my thread in here. So if you take it back through like that, I'm going to hide my thread. I need scissors. And I'm going to clip this. And I'm done with that. Just kind of straighten it out. That part sticking out right there is actually going to be fine. Am I done with this? We don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Okay. So, I really don't want my magnet slipping around in here. So I'm going to do one of two things. I am either going to stitch and then place the magnet, or place the magnet now and just kind of give it a cute little stitch around it to hold it in place. I think we're going to try that first. Yeah, I think we will use the purple for that because I'm going to use the pink to go along the edge, and I think I'm just going to give it a simple blanket stitch because that will be the simplest thing to do. This is supposed to be a simple project, a possibly fun project. Nothing too hard, nothing that makes us think too much. I'm going to go in here, up through, goodness, here we go. And that is simply because I don't want to. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and this time we're going to go both strands in. So I am right hand dominant, so I'm going to switch the direction real quick here of my needle. Pop this in here like so. I think it's going to be fine. It's a nice knot there. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to come up through here so that we can catch the thread inside. Now this orange with the dark on the inside might show up. We're not going to worry too much about that. Not now anyway. Okay. I want it right about there. Hopefully you can see that because I'm pretty zoomed in here. Raise my camera a little. Alright, so we came up through one side of the fabric. We're going to go across the magnet. Whoops. And then I'm going to come up over here. And I'm not making it perfect on purpose. I'm trying to just show you what you can do. You can take it from there and make it as cute as you want to. But I want to entrap my magnet right here. And I don't think she's going anywhere, but we're going to come right back up, right back down. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and go like so. Just stitch across here. Okay. And then I'm going to go up just in the center here. Like I said, I just want to hide my thread. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to weave back through. Okay. This is pretty easy actually. I'm going to go like that. We could go back through this one here just to give it a little bit of a knot. I said, simple. Simple, simple, simple. We don't want anything difficult. Right, so our magnet is trapped in there, and we have this cute little, and just for fun, yes, it works. Okay, so my question to myself is, do I want this one to be able to slide up and down? I don't know. But what we do need to do before we try anything is make sure that the magnets are did you see how fast that got kicked out? Okay, so this is the side we want in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, all right, so we want that like that, and again we are going to go in and trap this magnet in here, but I don't think I don't feel comfortable with the amount of thread that I have here. Easy enough. We're just going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to box in the magnet. It doesn't matter which direction you go. Keep in mind you can also go back through and make very cute designs, however you want to do it. You can go back through and put, you know, you don't want to embroider too much on this. You can, you know, do what you want, but you don't want to do too much or your magnets are not going to work the way you want them to. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. And again, I'm going to go back through here like this. And then I'm going to go up through here. Probably should have thought that through a little better, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to be able to do what I'm trying to do here. And then I'm going to go in here and weave it through this one and this one. Go back through this one. There we go. Magnets are trapped. Now, to finish this up, I'm literally going to take the hot pink and I'm going to run a blanket stitch around it. Okay, we've got these two pieces sticking together just fine. At this point, if you want to cut off excess, you can. You can see that I did not get my center perfectly straight. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut so they're more in alignment. Not that it really matters because you're only going to see one side at a time. Okay, I'm going to go reload my thread. I'll be right back. We are all threaded up with some hot pink thread here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. Actually, do I want to start there? Just want to make sure that gets captured in there. So I think what I'll do is maybe start down here. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to do a simple blanket stitch. I'm going to come up through here, going through one piece of fabric only. Yikes, that's long. Holy moly. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to capture it in there, and I'm going to come back up through here. I'm going to pull it just about all the way through, but then when I get to here, I'm going to loop right back through that piece of thread right there and give it a little tug. And again, and I'm going to make sure that this is in there. Come on, get on in there. All right, and I'm going to come up through here. Pull it all the way again, just about, not completely all the way, and then come up through this and pull it tight. And I'm going to continue this all the way around my project, and we'll be back. Show a little progress here. We've done a few more stitches. So we are just plugging right along here. I'm going to come back through this loop, give it a little tighten up here. through this loop, tighten. I'm trying to make them uniform. Oops, okay, when you skip it and you forget to do it, just gently pull this back out and you can come right back up through there and you're fine. See that? No problem. We're allowed to make mistakes here. So, try not to forget because this will go quicker if you don't, and try not to get your thread twisted. And there you go. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, I am a few stitches short rather of being able to finish. So just wanted to show you what you can do. So you can run the needle parallel to the blanket stitch here, and I'm going to try not to catch any of the, and it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go back up through here, and I'm simply going to pull this here until I get, oh, which side is the, this is fun. Okay. Well, one side should just come right out. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to pull that out like that. I'm going to go in with some scissors and I'm just going to give it a little snip right there. Kind of move it around with my finger a little bit. And I'm going to reload with a little bit of hot pink. And I should be able to finish what I'm doing here. But I just wanted to show you what happens, how to handle it if you run out of thread at the end here. Super easy. I will be right back. Okay, I have just placed my last stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here. And I'm going to come back up in this exact same spot. And what I want to do is I do want to go in here and I want to create a little bit of a knot right here. Just to kind of tidy that end up right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of coax my needle back through here. Kind of, I had it for a second. Okay, we're going to go back in here. I kind of coax it. Make it go a little ways anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull. And hopefully I have, there we go. I have the tail completely out. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it to give it a little bit of a cinch right here. And I'm going to snip and then I'm going to pull back. Everything is encapsulated in here now. Now I have a needle minder. You can see that's not going anywhere. And this is what I like about this is when I'm working on a project, I can put one side on this side, one side on that side, place my needle. It's not going anywhere. Everything is very secure here, as you can see. But what I like about this method is you're not going to lose your rear magnet. I think that's how I lost my cute little chicken needle minder that I had. I bought it in Idaho. I do not live in Idaho. I miss it. I think she's so cute. But I think what happened is her little back magnet like this came off of her. And I think that's how I lost her. So this is encapsulated. You've got both magnets here. She's not going anywhere. You will have her forever. If you wanted to, you could. This is just if you wanted to. You could put some cute little doodads like this on there. That one's not, I don't really have one out right now. But you could, if you wanted to, put some cute little, or away from the magnets, you could put in more embroidery or whatever you want to do. But I just thought, how can I, because I don't have a needle minder anymore, make a needle minder that keeps the magnet inside. And I found the way to do it. But also what's nice about it too is if you just want to stab your needle down in there, you can do that as well. Gosh, I need to stop bouncing you guys. I'm so sorry. But if you wanted to just take your needle, poke it in like that. Let's get this back over here again. Okay, we're working on our project here. We could even put it right here if we're working in a different section. Oh, and when I'm working on a project where there's a little too much fabric up here, I like to use a hair clip to keep my fabric kind of folded and tucked, just to keep it out of my way. But this here, what you can do is you could bring it all the way around like that, put your needle down, or stab it in, however you want to do it. Anyway, again, I'm Kim with Cosmic Studios. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give me a like and a subscribe. I'm going to have a giveaway at 100 followers, which I'm pretty excited about. I really appreciate your time today. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to release your inner artisan. Bye!